This one is for you guys out there who are wanting more financial success in life, but if you're really honest with yourself, you know that you're not quite squared away with that internally. Okay, look, the starting point here is if we're wanting more financial success in life, we're wanting more money, we must develop a mindset that values money. Because I think there's a lot of us, and I was 100% one of these 8 to 10 years ago, that was like, I'm not really a financial guy. Like, I don't really value that money. I'm not really a money guy, and therefore I didn't have any. And actually I had to go to work on myself, my financial blueprint, my subconscious belief systems around money to actually attract more money to me. Let's give yourself an example outside of money for a second. Like, if you didn't value friendship, would you have any friends? The answer is no, or very few. You wouldn't be a really popular guy who or girl who had a lot of very nourishing friendships if you didn't value friendship at all. You might have one or two, don't get me wrong. You might have a few quid, but you wouldn't be abundant in that area because you just don't value that. So where attention goes, energy flows. We've heard that before, and it's exactly the same with money. So I just want to attack that thought process for a few minutes, this negative financial blueprint where we've all recognized that to get by and really thrive in this day and age, we need a certain degree of financial security and even prosperity. But deep down on a subconscious level, the financial blueprint is not very positive and is a little bit dirty. You got to go back to how you were brought up. What did you hear when you were young? Was it kind of money doesn't grow on trees and, oh, what a rich wanker, and this sort of thing. My dad used to drive by and we lived right on the edge of an area where there was a lot of wealth, but we weren't wealthy at all. I was hanging out in like my brother's old jeans and t-shirts. Everything was a hand-me-down. Very rarely was anything new. But yet we were so in direct access to seeing what wealth looked like. And I used to remember my old man, he did it about 6 months ago and it cracked me up, where he'd be driving and he'd always be like, oh, bloody BMW drivers. That was like his thing. And BMW, I don't know, 30, 40 years ago was maybe like a bit more prime than it is now, but he'd always like be these negative constructs and belief systems around that level of money, or a level of money that he didn't have. Now my dad, love him, absolute fucking legend, just a great human, but was brought up very, very working class and did really well for himself, but probably put a ceiling on that on a very subconscious level around his financial blueprint. So we got to go back and understand those scenarios and go, I heard this a lot, and maybe I think this way because I heard this a lot. And certainly for me, and I think with most people that are aspiring for further wealth but are not really putting the attention towards it and not really congruent and aligned to make more money, it's because they've got some sort of belief system that's actually counterproductive to making money. They think money's a bit dirty. They think, oh, he's got a lot of money, he must have done something bad to achieve that. And we often sort of disconnect the fact that you can either be a nice person or you can have money. You can't be both. And it's absolute bullshit. But we tell ourselves that on a subconscious level, often from childhood. So task number one here is go back and do that. Go back and be honest with yourself. Make some notes. Have a real look about not what you saying like to yourself right now, but what are you really saying underneath that? What are you really saying on a subconscious level around money? You got to attack that. Recreate that thought patterns and processes if you want them to be more positive. And so one of the things I'd say on that straight away is, like, from my experience, money is just a magnifier of what you already are. Like, if you are a dick, money will make you a bigger dick. That kind of sounds like it could be a good thing. If you're an arsehole, mate, it's going to make you a bigger arsehole. Like, if you're negative, spiteful, and then in general a bad human being, then you're going to probably get more opportunities to be thus with money. But if you're kind and caring and delivering, like, you're a positive human, money's going to give you more opportunity to do more positive things. It's going to give you opportunity to be more of what you want to be. So whatever which way of that scenario you sit, I've only ever seen evidence for money being able to magnify what you already are in life. And then I think we're just connecting up to what I call like an abundance mindset. And that is, there is no shortage of money out there at all. Like literally they keep printing the damn stuff. That's actually what creates inflation. That's a whole other video. But there can't be a shortage of cash because they're genuinely printing it all over the world all the time. There is more than enough for me, and there is more than enough for you and everybody else. So you've got to have that belief system. There's no kind of, oh, he's doing well, she's doing really well. So I like, oh, I'm starting to turn my nose up. It's like, no, you've got it wrong there. It's like, she's doing really well. I want to speak to her. How's she doing that? That's great. I want to be inspired by that. If she can do it, I can do it. That's a completely different belief system to kind of like, There's nothing good in there. There is more than enough for everybody, complete abundance mindset. And secondly, like you can have it all. Please believe me. Like I'm working my tits off for it for the last 10 years, but you can have it all. There's nothing out there that says you can either have money or you can be a good friend, a good father. You can have your health or you can have money. You can have a marriage or you can have money. You can be a good person or you can have money. Bullshit. Like you can have it all. Where attention goes, energy flows. You just need to make sure that you're paying the right attention across the board in the right areas, and you can have it all. Look, it's money and, not money or, okay? You can have it all. We're going to go backwards, go back to speed up, look at foundational level. What are my subconscious belief systems around money? Are they helpful? If they are not, let's go to work on them. Okay, it's money and from there, where attention goes, energy flows. Have that abundance mindset. Believe that those people that are up ahead of you that are doing success, let's smile, let's congratulate, let's be positive in that space. And through that and a shitload of activity, you will become a money magnet.